Oh, greetings and salutations in service to the one I am, Amber Star, practical mystic, energetic activist, and for over 34 years, master breathologist. Welcome back to my community. Well, we're going to see if this works. I just did Addiction and the Wound live. Man, starts out good, then just goes to shite. I don't know why. I'm not sure, since if anybody that has been following me knows I'm not real technical. So I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I'm just attempting to do what I'm asked, which from Spirit, which is to do these videos. And as I was doing it live, there was a young lady, or a female, or someone with the name Emily that actually gave me a message, and I thank you, Emily, for that. It was very kind. And that I guess she signed up because I had 14 and I lost one, and now I have 15 again subscribers. So thank you, Emily, for being my 15th subscriber, because when I started the video I only had 14. So tell your friends if any of this resonates, which I don't know. I have no idea. Anyway, any day. Today we're going to talk about we, and that's not the royal we, that's me and Spirit coming through me. I'm a conduit for Spirit and information coming through. I'm clairaudient. I hear the information and then I speak it. Some of this, is my own interpretation of what I'm hearing, and some of it is just full-on Spirit talking. So mainly Spirit talking. Sometimes I throw in my own 2 cents. However, most of this is Spirit talking. So Spirit's talking today about addiction and the wound. And actually, the wound is first and then addiction. Almost everybody is addicted to something. We have the major, obviously known drugs and sex and food. But there's a lot of addictions. And basically addiction is anything that you cannot live without. Look at all the power grabs. Look at how money is an addiction. Holy crap. Is that an addiction that just keeps you on that hamster wheel all your life? And usually the wounds stem from, whatever the addiction is, stems from not feeling good enough about yourself. Not feeling like you belong, not feeling like you're part of anything, just feeling like you're random in this world and this universe, and nobody gives a crap, and why, and of course, that's not true. You are part of all that is. You are part of the moon and the stars and the ants and the trees and the rivers and the everything that you are a part of. Everything you see, you're a part of that. And so that's Spirit, that's God, that's Creator, that's Source, that's everything. You're part of all of that. Most of us don't remember that. Most of us have been taught, raised, that God is somewhere out there, that we are not at all powerful enough to create our own reality, which of course, quantum physics is telling us that yes, that's exactly how our reality is created, is through our thoughts and our intentions. So consciously creating your life, that's very different than just walking through life and not being connected. And of course, now That's the whole thing, right? Not feeling connected, which is sad. It's very sad because you are connected. You are connected to all that is. All that is created you. So look around, go out, look at the Milky Way. We're just a little tiny of that. And God had the good sense to create that and create you. So, coming back to the wound. The wound is stored in your emotional body. Every trauma that you've ever experienced, starting with your birth, is stored there. So eventually, if that isn't cleared and healed, your physical body, and probably your mental body, now that I think of it, will produce dis-ease. Mental health is really moving right up there with physical health. So, where are you addicted? A lot of people now are addicted to their phones and their tablets and being online and always looking down. So what happens when you're always looking down is, of course, you don't see what's going on around you. And the powers that be right now don't want you to notice what's going on around you, because what's going on around you is the demise of everything that you've known up until this point. Everything that's been hidden from you is coming out now. I mean, look what we just found out about this flippin' 20-year BS we've been involved in. They've been lying to us for 20 flip-flopping years. There's a lot more lies that are going to come out. There's a lot more information that's going to come to the surface. They can't keep it hidden anymore. It's going to come out. So, where in your life are your wounds causing your addiction? It usually boils down to not feeling good enough and not being part of every single thing. And coming full circle to the point of realizing and remembering that you are part and parcel of all that is, and clearing that emotional body, healing that emotional body. One of the best ways that I've ever found to clear and heal the emotional body is through the breath. The breath, the conscious holy breath, is aligning you to your soul. It is aligning you to the power that your breath holds. Your breath is the bridge between the seen and the unseen. Your breath is what keeps you here, but it's your power that's in your breath that is actually behind it. And most people don't ever feel their power because they breathe so shallowly that they never get a chance to actually feel in the physical body, in the emotional body, in the spiritual body, in the mental body, what it is they're really part of. And when you breathe the conscious holy breath, you remember. And not only do you remember, but then you start to go into your emotional body and start healing and clearing what's in there. All the trauma, all the wounds. All the wounds, and I'm putting that in quote because there's just so many of them, usually starting with your birth and going from there. So, of course, you can be born into a line that is an addictive line, and a lot of people are, but also, you can pick up addictions in your life when you feel like you're not enough. And of course you are enough. You're more than enough. God made you. Creator made you. All that is made you. Don't you think Creator knows what Creator's doing? Well, no, I'm kidding, sort of, kind of. Creator knows what Creator is doing. Just because I don't understand it most of the time, I don't get it. I don't understand why people can be so fear-based and not looking into what's causing it. Just blindly going on. Following their lines for generations, passing down the dysfunction and the dis-ease for generations until somebody in the line says, you know what, I'm not going to do it this way anymore. That was me in my line, very vilified by my line, because I didn't step in formation and do what I was told. Well, I did until I was 18. And I was like, this isn't working for me anymore. Coming from a deeply religious background. Yikes. Narrow, very narrow thinking background. As most religions are. Unless you get into the more esoteric aspects of them. But most religions are very controlling. Control, control, control. Do what we say. Not what we do. Do what we say. So where are your wounds? Where are your wounds that you want to heal? So that you can bring your power that is all convoluted in those wounds into the present moment where you need it the most. You don't need it in the past. You need it right now, especially now. We all need our power right now to get through this maze of disinformation and everything that's hitting the fan and will continue to hit the fan. This decade, wow. Nothing that you've known is going to be lasting unless it's rooted in love. Because most of the third dimension, if not all the third dimension, is fear-based. And there's a lot of fear going on out there, right? Holy crap, there's a lot of fear happening right now on all levels, in every place. So the idea is to go into and find out what the wound is, how it's still running your life, and to heal that wound so it becomes a scar. It's all right to have scars. It shows that you've made it. That you've been wounded, but you healed. And that's what we need to do now. Is heal those wounds so that they become scars and that they stop us being addicted to every single thing. I mean, as long as you think that you can't live without it, it's probably an addiction. I mean, of course, there are things that you do that are awesome for you. Drinking water every day, not an addiction. Good thing. Especially good water. And that's, of course, becoming scarcer and scarcer, just like the earth is the land and the food, and it's becoming scarcer and scarcer, and will continue. This is the end of the world as we know it. And that's fine with me, because this world, third dimensional earth, kind of sucks big balloons, if you know what I mean. So, where can you change it? Well, you can change it with your breath. The conscious holy breath will allow you to change and look at and heal those wounds so they become scars, and then your addictions will stop. If you have your power now and you're healed with your wounds, you won't have your addictions. They will fall away, I promise. That's one of the things this work does, is it allows you to heal the wounds, let them become scars so the addiction falls away. So, If any of this resonates for you, please tell your friends. Please subscribe because, I got back up to 15 today. I'm very excited. And I'm not saying that facetiously. I'm saying it like, wow, thank you, whoever you are out there. 15 people. Thank you. I know maybe a couple of them. I don't know the rest, but I thank you for watching and maybe saying, look, go watch this weird ass redheaded lady. She seems to have a couple things that are relevant. So go to my website, breathedeepsoulhealing.com, and check it out. See if there's anything on there, because I wear more hats than my breathwork hat, my master breathwork hat. So maybe there's something else that you would be interested in. And you can always drop me a line and let me know. And let me tell you more about the breath or any of my other hats at breathedeepsoulhealing@gmail.com. So that's all for me today. Again, this is my second go round. So we'll see how this one comes out. I hope it does. Oh my Lord. So I appreciate you all. Thank you all for being here. Please keep breathing deeply and fully, and just feel what that feels like, especially if you can't get your breath past your solar plexus. Oh, I can't get it up into my heart and your consciousness aligned. That's your safety right now. I've said this before. I'll say it again. The only safety is within right now, is in your heart and your consciousness and your attached and your connection and your lifeline to source, because there's nothing outside right now that is safe. Obviously, look around. You can't even go to the store. You can't even go to a show. You can't go listen to music. You can't walk down the street without something that could really be terrible happening right in front of you. So, please, 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 please breathe. Please breathe. Please breathe deeply. There's so many wonderful breath workers out there. It's amazing. And this one, I feel, is the best. I'm just going to say it. What else can I say? So, Om Namah Shivaya. In Lakesh, I am another yourself. And Namaste. Come back and see me. Bye for now.